And looking at the futures, it's pretty flat in the market, but today we have a Fed meeting. So let's take a quick browse. Quick look. Here's everything the Fed is expected to do today. The key points right here is that there's no chance U.S. central bank would choose to raise its benchmark borrowing rate. Okay. And it's a 2 days meeting which is going to conclude today. The important points are that the Fed's quarterly update on what it expects and what it's going to project. The fact is that they don't want to surprise us. They don't want to surprise the market. They don't want to surprise the trader, the investor. They give you signs of what they're going to do, or what they're seeing, or what they plan to do. They get everyone prepare ahead. So that's actually part of the Fed's job. There's no surprises. Don't spook the market. So we're going to see what the Fed is going to project and what they're seeing. And that's that. Interest rate wise, which is one of the powerful weapons, is I don't think they're going to make much changes at this point. I mean, they target Fed fund rate around 5.25% to 5.5%, which is one of the highest level for early part of 21st century. Yeah. But we're looking at the end of the rate hike, pretty much. So unless there are other surprises on other economic indicators that the Feds look at, otherwise things are pretty in check in that sense. Yeah. So it's really the statement that they're going to talk about that will give us content and context of what they're thinking and what are the indicators they're really focusing looking at and that we need to pay attention to going ahead. And that's the FOMC. We'll see that. So right now, the market's pretty flat. Right? Yeah. Slightly ups. Yeah. Not much on that sense. Yeah. Otherwise, looking at the charts, right, the VIX is just at $13-14 level, so it's pretty flat. Off the low a little bit, but not really spike high or low or anything like that. The market, the indexes, the major indexes give us actually kind of a triple bottom false hammer on the 2 weeks, 3 weeks, on the month. You can connect this line. You can see it very clear. Triple bottom in that sense. Now, the thing is, if you think of this as a triple bottom and it's going to bounce, well, look again closer. If you look further back, right, for this period since the coming off the peak, this could be upside down flag. It's a flag pattern upside down. This is the flag pole as it come off, and then this is a flag body in that sense. And then you might have this. Oh, this is this. Let me get the right correct regression channel. What's my regression channel? There we go. Regression trend. All right, from here, this down bar to current bar. And you have a flag, basically. This is the pole, and then upside down flag. And then it might go to the next level. Next level is going to gun for 200-day moving average. It's already below the 50 days moving average from the broader market. So the question becomes, do you find a stock to buy in that sense? Only if it's a strong stock, really. If it's a weak stock, chances are when it move off, it's going to move off. While the strong stock will come off too, but it won't hurt as much in this sense. Oh, the market's open. There we go. So let's move on. Right, the Dow, right, gaps up a little, coming off, first 5-10 minutes, just let the overnight market orders works out, and we'll have to see. And would there be intraday play? Maybe, actually, could be. We just go through the chart and XLF, and it's just financials. I have looking for a short on this guy. I'm looking for a doji on the upside, and 50-day moving average. If you give me a doji or a tail here, yeah, maybe there's a short coming up. Yeah. Look at dollar yen, and nothing much going on. And then 20-year Treasury bond ETF, nothing. I mean, there's nothing unless the interest rate really moved today. At this point, quick look at the Chinese internet giant Alibaba, China internet giant. Yeah, nothing much. It actually came off. Yeah, it's not coming. Yeah, pretty depressed on that. Google staying on the top of the peak. In that sense, yeah. Meta, nothing. Tesla. Looking at Tesla, I am looking for a run, a 30-minute run. You need to do a break. You really need to do a break if the market and itself has some positive to it. Otherwise, Amazon, yeah, hugging this blue 50 days moving average, 50 bar moving average, just hugging that, nothing much here. And then Netflix, I think it already came off. And I had I have a divergence, and that finally kind of came off already. Remember that. So there are more stock going through. Oracle. The earnings brought it down, trying to close the gap. And now it's just inside this level, in between this gap level. Yeah. And there's NVIDIA, everything kind of like rounding off as of late. So the market is digesting. Intel, look at this. So I'm actually was looking, but that is gone. This bar penetrated, so I can remove this. This is gone. This potential setup, this down bar, it broke up, gave me a tail, upside down hammer. Okay, I'm looking for retracement and bounce. Right, the key is I want a bounce, but I don't see that bounce. I don't see buyers coming in. It actually penetrated through the breakout level. That is fine. That's okay. If I see bias comes in, nothing is absolute. It's just an approximation, the area. If I see bias comes in, yeah. But now, this erased all this again. So yeah, but can still look for that. Can still look for it. But it's not. I mean, the MACD. This skimming off, this momentum is still around there on the breakout. So there's still potential here. But it's not as a good setup as the possible envisioned in that sense. AMD, everything is just going sideways now. So these are the time. It's not a bad time to sell options when things are going sideways in that sense. If it goes sideways and it comes off, even better. You get even better price, a better premium in that sense. So, this guy is all over the place. IBM, yeah, it's always been kind of hard to trade. Actually, IBM. Mu, nothing on that. Cisco, okay, Cisco. Kind of holding pattern. So let's take a look. Right now, I won't get much premium, but in that sense, let's say it's a 12 delta on Cisco. October 20th, so that's 4 trading weeks out for 12 delta. 11 delta is only like 17 cents a share, 52 0.5 strike. In that sense. So that 52.5, that will have to go through this whole breakout level and on the bottom of that 52.5. That's actually a decent place to put our 12 delta in that sense. But I need to see confirmation of buyers coming in that sense. I want to see they push it down and then buyers stepped in. Then that's a setup, right? That's always the setup for false hammer. So I need to see that. I need to see a doji star, a hammer, a long tail, basically, as they push it down. And be patient. Be patient. Right now it's in between level anyway, so that there's some room for it to drift, or even it drifts sideways or something, and then they make a big push. Like the market comes in, then they will comes in too, and then if buyer comes in, that's perfect. Then I was stepping for the trade right now. So it looks like CSCO maybe have a play on this trend. Yeah, it's still holding up after the trend. And then the next level will be all the way down here, 52.5. So that will be I don't mind with risking 50 cents per shares. So that's $50 each contract. At a 10 contract, that's $500. I risk $500 for around 170 or so. So that's like 3 to 1, 4 to 1. That's 3 to 1, 4 to 1 is the norm. Giving this volatility right now. Ideally, it's really 3 to 1 in that sense. So mathematically, it actually worked out. I'll explain it in the core video how does that come about. But we'll wait. So CSCO, keep that in mind. Collab came off, AMAC came off. Okay. So these change from day to day, week to week. What are your setup for potential stock that give you potential setup? And that's why it doesn't take much time. You go for the charts, 15, 30 minutes a day, or for me personally, I go for half an hour a day, and you can find these these highly probable play. You just have to be patient, wait for them. You just need a couple a month, and make a little extra here and there. But you have to wait for the market to give that to you. Our option trader, option market maker, they just start powering and leathering, put leather every level in that sense. That's very active trading, and if you like to do it actively, you can do that also. Right? You just have to work out what is your setup, what is your play in that sense. Trading is very personal, so it's what works for you. What do you see out of all these technical analysis, all these fundamentals, and all these deals keep flowing in? No two trader will trade the same way actually, but the setup will be similar. They might be looking for the same thing, right? In that sense, but what triggered the trade for them could be very different in that sense. But we will see. Okay, this is a doji star. This is a hammer. This is a trend. Those are universal. Everybody, you can argue with that. Again, a high or a low in that sense, or long tail or indecision in that sense. But how it manifests into your trade, what's your setup? That's your choices. That's the differences. Okay, looking at the banks, nothing substantial. Nothing really exciting. I'm a trend follower, so I want to see energies behind. I want to see bars and situation that excite the stock, excite the market, that people will go in and allocate their portfolio into it. That will drive it up or down. Right? Otherwise, it's going sideways too, and you just have to hold your trade much more longer in that sense. And the drift might go against you actually towards the end. So you want to avoid that. You want the energy inside. You want the money moving in that sense. Goldman Sachs, these guys are all play Charles Schwab, and they kind of depressed it in this level. Oxy up, down, sideways. Okay, looking at other lists. Wow, T-Doc. crushed, finally make a move and decided to go down. So that is actually, yeah, it's been holding this level for a long time actually, and then finally it's out in below 200 moving average, and then now it's going to the next level. So if it bounced up, that's actually a short candidate in that sense. I mean, consolidation, break up or break down, and then and that's a long consolidation. Consider from when after it came off, right, post pandemic. That's 20 October. That's a year consolidation of pre-press up and down in that sense, and then now it's definitely moving to next level in that sense. Again, I want to see energy on a big spot spike down, and then counter trend, and that's where you can move in for trade or even the big kill in that sense. Otherwise, it's just drifting lower and lower, and yeah, you can still sell options on these guys and call options, but again, call options always do a spread. Do not ever be like even a really wide spread. That's okay. You have to do a spread, otherwise maybe some really idiotic news, the whole world start to buy it and then spike to 1 million, and then it will wipe off your whole account, whole portfolio. Do not do naked call. Naked puts, yes, because zero is the backstop. Naked call, no, never ever. Yeah, always do a spread. You can do a super wide spread, right? But be protected in that sense. Okay, let's move on. Snap all these app internet darling a few years ago. Now they all came off. GE, yeah, I have a really long term fundamental bull, and I mean extra long term. I'm talking about Warren Buffett, like decade long, 30 years long on GE, and actually been working out really well on this. Yeah. And that's investing. You thinking you hold it for decades in that sense. Yeah, Warren Buffett decades, right? And now it's finally going sideways in this box. So I can draw a little pretty, really nice box around this guy right now. If only I can find a box again, right? There's so many choices. Where the heck is that? Where the heck is my boxes, right? Okay, I'm not gonna waste time trying to look for the box. It should be right here. There we go. I can do this box, beautiful box, and this is the bracket. It's gonna be for a while now. It bends for a couple months already, so let it be that way, and then see if it break up or break down later on. But yeah, bracket it in. Let's move on. Ooh, look at this. Okay, I guess the summer's over for them, and these guys are coming in. Like for the example, last week sense, I came in and it just went sideways, just dead. There's just no energy, just drift in that sense. So yeah, that's that. So there's no play actually. You don't see energies in it. You don't see people actively moving in and out. You just flat line like that, and it's hard to play. It's good to sell option, but it's just no confirmation what the players want to do. So I rather do things that like this, like the tail. Now I'm looking at potential bars that bounce up to a certain level on some of the moving average over time, and then sellers comes in again. You see long tail and sell into it. Those are the ones that give you confirmation, not just fat line going across on the other one. Right? Yeah. So besides first break below a 200-day moving average, I expect it a counter retracement, right? And then they're gonna do it again. Right? So let's put this on the watch list and see. It's good to watch and see if they give you the setup that you envision. The whole point is you envision certain setups, and you wait for it to see if it confirm your visions, and it does. Then you can pretty much project the possible that can happen, right? In that. Okay, so we mark that. If I say, yeah. So I need energies. I need to see bars. I need to see things moving as a trader. Like this came off all the way, and then it just came off again. There's no chance for it to even pick up at all. So there's no counter move. There's no play. And it just keep drifting off like that. Yeah, it doesn't even bounce off and touch the 21-day moving out. You don't even give it a chance at all. It just slide like that. So, okay, now this guy moving back. So eventually it might do that. But it doesn't touch any of the technical levels, so that make it less clear in that sense. ATVI, oh god, this guy just nothing. That in the water. That in the water. And when it's that in the water, even you sell options, the premium is low because there's no volatility in it. So that also make it, chances are your risk reward is not as good. Yeah, you need volatility. I need volatility. I trading option. Well, a big part of option pricing is volatility. Wow, look at this. Came up and then came back down. Boom. And this is a fake out. And then when it break below, oh, this is your out. This is the out. Wow. Right. So you can do this, bought into it, right, and do this. And your final out when it break through the breakout level. That's your final out. And this is where he's like, okay. So you avoided this. Now it's just basing again. Riot. I see. Okay. Up. Raises. Yeah. Earning came in too. Okay, so that's a big part of that. The earnings. So yeah, you have to follow these fundamentals. When you have a trade that go through the earnings, and you got to watch out for that. You got to keep your eyes on and watch it. And if it does break through the levels, you got to think about getting off. So yeah, I'm looking for consistent pattern in that sense, in a way, if you really think about it. Certain pattern, not just all over the place, and there's a lot of infighting, because it's hard to make a decision for a player, right? Like this spiked up, and then and this is, I want a gradual spike, come off, right? Everything is smooth. What I'm looking for is a smooth trend that's easily identifiable for every player. That way, people like they and tries to keep an eye on that stock, on that ETF, on that instrument, because it just right in your face. Look, I'm making a nice trend, and now I'm making a nice reversal. Not reversal, retracement. Right? Everything is choreographed. That's what I look for in actuality. A chart is literally choreographed. Right? Not chart like this, like just come off like that. No. I will have to be patient. You want a good trade, a really good trade, be patient. Yeah, really patient. Yeah, like this is not bad actually. Right? You can see consistency in the movement. Right? Yeah, earning gap it down, counter trade, bounce off this. Yeah, so that was a trade. But this is just a depressed stock. I mean, when it's below $10, it's hard to short the stock below $10. I will always use call. Yeah, actually, but the call is maybe it's very thin, or maybe it's doesn't give you much premium in that sense. So it's hard to play low price stocks. Look at Leo, really came off now. Yeah, this is why I did not roll another, because of the weak of these four. I mean, they all kind of weak. Like this didn't came off. And these two I have options out there. It's okay, but Neo is really getting hammered in that sense. As I say, on the retracement, when I drew, you look at it, and it retraced more than 50%. That is not a good bull candidate, and it gap right through. Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad there's no option on this. Right? You got to use relative strength, and you can look at it. Right? If the retracement is substantial, then choose another one in the same sector that's stronger. Right? You buy the strong instead of the weak. Yeah, you can do this relative value play too. Yeah. Okay. So that's about it for this morning. Yeah. The CSCO might have a play. Brewing. I'm always looking for brew. Always looking, always trying to see if the pattern of the formation is what I envisioned as I expected. And if that's the case, then I look for the play. If not, then I be patient. Wait until I see something. Okay, thanks for watching this morning. And if anything else, I will post more video intraday. If not, then it'll be tomorrow or the next day. Have a great one, everyone.